8151. An air carrier airplane's airborne radar must be in satisfactory operating condition prior to dispatch if the flight will be A. Conducted under VFR conditions at night, with scattered thunderstorms reported en route. B. Carrying passengers, but not if it is all cargo. C. Conducted IFR, and ATC is able to radar vector the flight around areas of weather. The correct answer is C. For an air carrier airplane, the airborne radar must be in satisfactory operating condition prior to dispatch if the flight will be conducted under IFR, instrument flight rules, and ATC, air traffic control, is able to radar vector the flight around areas of weather. The airborne radar is an important tool for detecting and avoiding adverse weather conditions when operating under IFR. 8148. What action should be taken by the pilot in command of a transport category airplane if the airborne weather radar becomes inoperative en route on an IFR flight for which weather reports indicate possible thunderstorms? A. Request radar vectors from ATC to the nearest suitable airport and land. B. Proceed in accordance with the approved instructions and procedures specified in the operations manual for such an event. C. Return to the departure airport if the thunderstorms have not been encountered and there is enough fuel remaining. The correct answer is B. When the airborne weather radar becomes inoperative en route and thunderstorms are possible based on weather reports, the pilot in command of a transport category airplane should follow the approved instructions and procedures specified in the operations manual for such an event. The operations manual provides guidance on how to handle equipment malfunctions and adverse weather conditions, ensuring that the flight continues safely and in compliance with established procedures. 8154. Which airplanes are required to be equipped with a ground proximity warning glide slope deviation alerting system? A. All turbine-powered airplanes. B. Passenger-carrying turbine-powered airplanes only. C. Large turbine-powered airplanes only. The correct answer is A. All turbine-powered airplanes are required to be equipped with a ground proximity warning glide slope deviation alerting system. This system, commonly known as a GPWS, ground proximity warning system, provides warnings to pilots when the aircraft's altitude and glide slope deviate from a safe path during approach and landing. 8140. Information recorded during normal operation of a cockpit voice recorder in a large pressurized airplane with 4 reciprocating engines? A. May all be erased or otherwise obliterated except for the last 30 minutes. B. May be erased or otherwise obliterated except for the last 30 minutes prior to landing. C. May all be erased, as the voice recorder is not required on an aircraft with reciprocating engines. The correct answer is A. In a large pressurized airplane with 4 reciprocating engines, the cockpit voice recorder, CVR, records audio communications and sounds in the cockpit during normal operation. However, the CVR typically retains and stores only a limited duration of recording. The recording duration varies by aircraft, but commonly it keeps the last 30 minutes of audio data. Older recordings beyond this time frame may be erased or overwritten. 8141. Which rule applies to the use of the cockpit voice recorder erasure feature? A. All recorded information may be erased, except for the last 30 minutes prior to landing. B. Any information more than 30 minutes old may be erased. C. All recorded information may be erased, unless the NTSB needs to be notified of an occurrence. The correct answer is B. When a cockpit voice recorder is needed on an aircraft, it must be used continuously from the beginning of the checklist usage before starting the engines for the purpose of flight, through the end of the checklist use at the conclusion of the flight. Information that was captured more than 30 minutes ago could be deleted or otherwise destroyed.